Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 29 of Sideline Specialists NFL Draft Analysis. We've got Cole Bishop, a safety out of the University of Utah, drafted in the second round, pick 60 to the Buffalo Bills. Definitely addresses some needs they had. A lot of players left that team this year. I'm going to actually open up their depth chart to see where he slots in. Day one here. Let's take a look. Yeah, they have him as the starting free safety in this depth chart, so it's not exactly shocking. Him and Taylor Rapp back there at the safety positions. Let's go ahead and jump over this, though. So we're probably going to have conflicting numbers. Nope, good. We got the same. So he is 6'2", 206, according to all sources, which is excellent, because that last video we did, that guy was either 6'1", 6'2", or 6'4". So we'll just read through this. This is going to be a quicker one because there's not as much highlights for this gentleman. Despite playing only 3 years of college ball, Bishop has 35 games and 29 starts under his belt. He is a box slot safety type of player who does his best work coming downhill. His feet are constantly moving and light, which allows him to break on the ball or receiver at any moment. He's often square with his form when approaching ball carriers and can wrap up. His slot coverage grade hasn't been great over the last few years, but he is versatile enough to play there. He does not have a good feel for single high responsibilities, and his overall feel for space and zone coverage is still a work in progress. So let's come on down here. Let's see. All of these we kind of just read. So his range is a 6 out of 10. That's going to have to improve. Let's be very honest here. His anticipation being a 7 out of a 10. If we could get that to like an 8, I'll say we can call that comfortable. Zone awareness, that definitely needs to come up. However, I will own this. I don't know exactly what scheme Buffalo is going to be running this year. And if it's not a lot of zone, then he fits fine. Linear athleticism, change of direction, flexibility, both 8s out of 10. Solid. Ball skills, man coverage, and strength, all 6s. I'd say the strength one is the one I'd probably want to see come up the most there. Safeties aren't necessarily in man a lot. Like, they're usually the second guy coming to assist a corner on a route, or they're playing up. So that is what it is. His tackling is an 8. I like that very much. Versatility is a 7. He can play kind of everywhere. So that's obviously a very good asset to have. We're just going to keep scrolling down. Let's go ahead and look at his stats. Okay, so his best grade was 2022 by a significant margin. And he had the most snaps then, too. He had 740 snaps, 391 in coverage. When he was targeted in that season, however, he did allow 78.4% completion percentage. That's really, really, really high. The yardage isn't very high, but that completion percentage is pretty nuts. TDs to INTs, he gave up three touchdowns, had 1 interception. And then in this last season, allowed 54% completion percentage, almost the same yardage on less than half the targets. I say almost, it's a 23-yard difference. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Let's go ahead and go down here. Let's look at the beautiful hexagon. Run stop percentage. Okay, so I think I see what this guy's bread and butter is. So run stop percentage, extremely high. Coverage grade at free safety, not extremely high, but can be improved. Coverage grade in the box, they're like average. They're average. The run defense grade is the one that's pretty low. But that can, you know what I mean? This is all scheme fit, especially at safety. Like linebacker, safety, D tackle, like these are all guys that are going to be drafted based on how the GMs perceive they actually fit on their defense, on their team. And this guy must have traits that the Bills just looked at and said, we can't pass up on this guy right here. I like the coverage grade in the slot, though. That's really, really, really good. Let's see, missed tackles. He had 9 missed tackles this past year. It's not very good. as you can see. Only 2 forced incompletions. There's work. There's work to be done. He's in the box or deep most, which, yeah, that seems about right. So we're going to bounce over to his combine. We're going to breeze through this. He had the 3rd highest athleticism score of all safeties, 6th ranked production score, 2nd overall ranked safety, 4.45 in the 40, 1.52 in the 10-yard split, 39-inch vert, which is great, and then a 10-inch or 10-foot 4-inch broad jump, also very, very solid. Decently sized hands, but shorter arms. But he should be a very compact hitter, and I think that's what we will see in this tape.
Adjustments. Play action. Jones gets back at the 43-yard line. Play action. Jones. Job at halftime, making adjustments. Play action. Jones gets
I love the absolute zero hesitation whatsoever on that. He just made the decision, I'm hitting this guy.
Right, and definitely looked like forcible contact live. And the launch.
After reviewing the play, there is no targeting for number 8. He may remain in the game.
Yeah, good call. He didn't lower his head. He went face to face with the guy, and they just happened to be the same height. He did his job. Oof. That's a big hit.
Intuitive, seeing everything happen year after year after year of experience, the pressure in his face. But Bishop comes from 15 yards away, seeing the whole thing happen and not hesitating. Season for both of these.
That's a big hit.
4 rushes for Utah, 3rd down, and a slant and coming up to level.
I think I know why the Buffalo Bills like this guy. I think I figured it out. I have made deductions, and my deduction is this man hits. And I like the way in all these hits he's using his arms very well. And these blitz packages are nice. Because this dude, when he gets up to speed, he is flying. If he takes the right angle. Oh my goodness.
I might want to review this as we look at the replay. Is that ball coming out?
Ooh. He's down. This is going to be the most important football hire in Arizona State history. Intercepted. This is going to be the most important football hire in Arizona State history. Intercepted by Bishop at the 2-yard line.
That's a nice pick. You are not getting away, sir. Oh my gosh. Took him for a ride.
On Big Fox.
Right at the line of scrimmage, one-on-one with the running back. And he did not get anywhere.
Pressure up the gut. Aggressive pressure. Team still coming. And pass is intercepted. Uyunglele with the mistake he just can't make. 21-0 our score. And Spencer, this late in a game, you just can't make a mistake like that if you're a veteran quarterback.
Yeah.
UCLA.
Sidewinder caught by Loya into space again. Bishop stops that. The game on 4th down coming. 2nd down run. Door number 2 for Harden is really no better than door number 1. Cole Bishop and Sione Vaki, the safeties, to get.
I could see this guy finding a home in that defense. I don't think it'll be hard to find to make him fit. Because you can see the glimpses of the things that he's very good at, and you just need to use him correctly. You really do. Use him correctly, you're chilling. You're absolutely. Oh my. This is Bishop with the recovery, I believe, not the hit, because that hit was insane. That guy got massacred. Holy smokes.
The fumble forced by Jonah Ellis, another
smack. Oh, bummer.
For the second time tonight, that was the star safety.
Oops.
Flushed. Chase and sack for the second time tonight. That was the star safety, Cole Bishop. We got back there. Utes rush 5. Mertz on the move. Scrambling for it. Can he get there? Makes a cut. Takes a hit.
Oh my goodness.
Out of bounds. For it. Can he get there? Makes a cut. Takes a hit.
One of their best players on defense.
Mertz backpedals and now finds Johnson.
Here he comes.
He's got to
He's going to just pop into the screen at some point. Yep, there he is. That's his MO.
It's an option pitch. It's Lloyd to the fringe, and Fillinger knocked the. He's got the football for Utah.
The highlights of him jumping on fumbles is not really a highlight to me. I'm going to be honest. I think there's better things to show than that, but I digress. We will just go back up and look at his mug. So this is Cole Bishop, hard-hitting, fast safety. I think his vision's good. He's able to read plays pretty well. There's obvious things that need to be worked on, but they're taking this guy with the expectation that they can use him with what else they have, and he'll fit. Because the whole draft is your team is a puzzle. And every year some of those puzzle pieces leave, and you need to replace them, right? That's the whole thing. The puzzle stays the same. The Buffalo Bills puzzle stays the same. I think this guy can slot in quite well. I think the physicality is clearly there. I think he looks like a very short tackler, which is at safety is like one of the highest. You need that to be a safety in the NFL. You need that. You are expected to be able to be that last line of defense with a couple CBs that are back there, and you guys are the ones that hit hard. That's what I see. And the way they were using him in blitzes, delayed blitzes or right off the snap blitzes, I think look great. There's definitely a lot of promise. Based on his actual athletic grades and that sort of stuff, I think I'll just put this at a B or a B+. Because even on ESPN, right, safeties are just not as valued as CBs, and we know that. ESPN had him ranked as the 54th player overall, and he was taken at 60. So that's a good pick given that. And then looking at, so Javon Bullard went 2 picks before him. He was the number 1 ranked safety. And then the Giants decided they were going to reach real far, or not super far, to take the number 2 ranked safety, Tyler Nubin, who I think is actually kind of insane. We're going to do a video on him too. But yeah, Buffalo fans, if you've been waiting to have a hard-hitting guy in the secondary, this dude's definitely going to fulfill that need. Trust me. Cole Bishop, everybody. Soon to be chasing quarterbacks completely unexpectedly in a stadium near you. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it. If you would like to see future videos, please consider subscribing. If you would like to listen to our audio-only podcasts, please go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google and search Sideline Specialists. If you would like to watch live or watch the VODs, that'll be right here on YouTube. Thank you for coming. We'll see you again very soon.